Hey, what's up everyone? I hope y'all are doing well. You're probably wondering why I'm outside, and the truth is I have no clue. However, the iPhone 12 Pro Max has a substantial amount of changes in it, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it today. Here is the first Phoneage 2021 review of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. All this and more right after this. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Willard from TehkSeven and you are watching Phoneage. So first, straight out of the boat, just want to make some clarification here. This whole theme, the whole graphics, everything, it's all temporary just for right now because we are doing a special episode for the review. Now the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I actually was not planning on upgrading to this phone because I didn't see too much of a difference, but at some point I just decided to do so for the sake of review purposes. So the iPhone 12 Pro Max has quite a few significant differences in its upgrades. One of them being the outer shell. The outer shell just feels so premium. The materials they decided to use this time around really do make a difference in how the phone feels in your hands. Now, yes, they did revert back to the iPhone 5's original design, of course with different materials, but you can really feel the premiumness of the iPhone 12 as compared to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I wasn't expecting to feel that much of a difference considering that there wasn't too much different about the phone itself. Now, the phone itself is just humongous. It is 3 inches bigger than the iPhone 11 Pro Max, which is a 6.5-inch display, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max packs a 6.7-inch display, which you can definitely tell. At first, I didn't think it was something that I'd tell, but the more I used my iPhone, I was like, yeah, there's a difference. You could tell that there's just a lot more space. Everything just feels a lot more better. And the keyboard layout is slightly different also with the emoji button at the very bottom. Now the iPhone 12 Pro Max camera actually comes with a very new camera system installed in it. Now the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the iPhone 12 Pro Max both have some similarities in its cameras, but the thing that's different is that this camera system is a camera system that hasn't been used in any of the iPhones that are currently out. If you're looking for a huge difference between the iPhone 11 Pro Max camera and the iPhone 12 Pro Max camera, there isn't much to offer. However, there is some things on the video and photography side that have changed that will influence the way the next iPhone is going to be. And that is the ability to shoot in RAW on both photography and apparently also video. The iPhone 12 Pro Max has a new camera system that is not in any new iPhone, so keep in mind the camera is going to be a high focus of this video. Now, I specialize in video, but my friend Michael specializes in photography, so we paid Michael a visit to see what he thinks about the iPhone 12 Pro Max.
All right, so the plus side, I would say, with the iPhone 12 Pro Max is going to be the LiDAR sensor. That thing made the night shooting capabilities immensely different from the iPhone 11 Pro. The fact that you can use the 0.5 angle lens on there, the fact that you can use the night shooting mode on there now makes this camera very, very comparable to a camera you can buy for $600 to $1,000, depending on what you're shooting for.
Now, Michael is right. Low lighting has some huge improvements on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and it's very noticeable also. Now, Apple also has its RAW system, which shoots in Apple Pro RAW, a new photography system that they put in place that allows you to shoot in the same quality that a DSLR camera shoots in, using a .dng file system that you can use to edit in Photoshop or any other software that edits RAW photos.
For anybody that wants to start editing or start creating new content for their social media pages or whatever it may be, you could actually edit what a DSLR could do, as in you're shooting RAW, so you can edit every single shadow, mid-tone, highlights to what you want, compared to just chucking a filter on it and then it just overblows everything. Because of that feature alone, you can even view RAW format on the phone itself. So when it comes to an editing perspective, it's changing the game of how portable videography and photography is in 2021 compared to the previous year alone. Because from 2020 to 2021, the jump in mobile photography, it's through the roof now, and it's getting crazier by every year.
So in the end, what does Michael think about the iPhone 12 Pro Max altogether?
Okay, so overall, what I can say about the 12 Pro Max is this one phone can do it all for you. It can be an editor, it can be the camera itself, it can be even a portable uploading hub. So the fact that there's the stock version of the phone itself is 128 gigabytes. And then if you want to upgrade to the next level of that, it's going to be 256 gigabytes. You can basically upload your 4K footage because of the 5G capabilities within the phone itself. So when it comes to speed, reliability, and also quality of what you're going to be pumping out of it, for a mobile device, it's definitely worth the money just because of what it can do and what it's competing with. It's competing with full-size DSLR cameras. I wouldn't want to say cinema cameras, but it can replicate some quality footage from it.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you to Kayla too for being our model as we needed to test out the cameras and everything. So thank you to Michael and Kayla for participating in this. You know, there are some features on this phone specifically that I wish I had back then when I was using my iPhone for commercial. Now I use, you know, my professional equipment and everything, but back when I did, there were some features that this phone has that I wish it had in the past. Some of those features include the ability to shoot in 4K HDR to match the footage altogether. That's one of the things that I wish it had. The other thing that I wish it had was the 1080p filming with 240 FPS slow motion. Now that is a huge deal. I know back then it was limited to 1080p 120 FPS video, and I'm covering because of the winds passing through here. But the quality is impeccable. The quality is beautiful. There is some very good shots that I got here, and you'll take a look on the screen right now that show this phone's powerful camera. Now, you know, the question is there much of a difference between both the 11 and the 12? And the answer is there isn't too much of a difference, but it's using a new system where you can see some noticeable improvements as compared to the previous phone. Now the iPhone 12 comes with 5G, and I think that's important to note because 5G is definitely one of the most important things on this device. Now, I can honestly say that 5G does have some sort of effect on the battery life. However, it hasn't affected me too much. Now, that takes us into battery life also. Battery life usually lasts about 2 days, but for me, under heavy use, and that's about 6 to 7 hours a week on my phone, I can get a good 1.5 day out of the phone itself under a full charge. So around 3 or 4 p.m. the next day, I'll start getting, you know, low battery at 9% or 8%, and I'll have to plug in. But that takes us back to the 5G. The speeds are quite amazing. I'm on T-Mobile/Sprint because, you know, they merge together. But I'm not too sure how it would be on AT&T or Verizon. But for T-Mobile and Sprint, it's been really good. I'm not too sure how it would be in the UK either, but I know one thing for sure is that the 5G on this phone runs great. Now, overall, you know, leaving the whole camera portion of this review, overall the phone feels great. The phone, the speediness of the phone, the processor. Now, the iPhone 12 Pro Max uses the A14 Bionic chip, which, you know, you can definitely tell because as compared to my previous phone, I'm seeing some snappy responses in the way my phone's performing. I've tested games, I've tested long usage, I've tested a lot of things, and the phone itself handles really well when it comes to high performance because, you know, it just has such a large battery. It has a great performance processor. There are things that you can tell that are different on here as compared to the previous one. But the question is it big enough to upgrade? The iPhone 12 Pro Max is a wonderful phone, but I don't think the upgrade's for everyone. If you have an 11 Pro Max, do not bother upgrading. There isn't too much for you here. But if you have anything else other than an iPhone 11 Pro Max, I definitely recommend you upgrade, as there are enough changes to signify the differences between your phone and the new phone. So in the end, what is our review score for the iPhone? It's starting to rain, but our score for the iPhone 12 Pro Max is an 8.7. Give it some time. We're already near WWDC 2021's just been announced. We've got some time until the next review, until the next iPhone. Give it some time and definitely upgrade then. Unless you're looking for a phone to upgrade now and you're gonna have it for years to come, then upgrade to the 12. Great for anyone who has anything else other than the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Other than that, this has been the review from Phoneage and TehkSeven on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. We hope you enjoyed it. We know it's been a good decade since the last review. So other than that, guys, I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to everyone, and thank you to my sister who's currently covering the camera with her hands right now. Thank you to everyone who helped make this video possible. And until next time, my amazing viewers, this has been Phoneage.